raise a toast to the wanderers, the seekers, the dreamers, to the misfits and outcast, and late-night schemers. May your days be merry, and your nights aglow, with a land pirate Christmas, wherever you go.
Christmas, the season of joy, giving, and ancient traditions that span the centuries. But where do those traditions come from? Who decided we'd drag a tree into our living rooms, or that a jolly old man in a red suit would climb down our chimneys? Tonight, we journey deep into the myths and legends of Christmas. From ancient gods to modern miracles, and from pagan rituals to sacred tales, these stories form the foundation of the holiday we know and love. This is the Yule Chronicles, Episode 3, Christmas Myths and Legends. Let's unwrap the mystery.
You're listening to Land Pirate Radio, where mysteries roam, shadows linger, and no stone is left unturned. Whether it's the unexplained, the strange, or the stories that make you shiver, we're here, out in the unknown, bringing it all to light. Stay tuned, if you dare.
I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and when you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know, and everyone you meet.
Let's start with one of the most iconic symbols of Christmas, the tree. For many of us, decorating the Christmas tree is a beloved tradition, but it didn't begin with twinkling lights or shiny baubles. The roots of the Christmas tree, pun intended, stretch back thousands of years to pagan Europe. In ancient times, evergreen trees were seen as symbols of life and renewal during the dark, cold winters. The Celts, Norse, and Romans all celebrated with greenery, garlands, wreaths, and even decorated trees. But it wasn't until the 16th century in Germany that the tradition we recognize today took shape. Legend has it that Martin Luther himself, inspired by the twinkling stars in the winter sky, brought the first decorated tree indoors, lighting it with candles to capture the beauty of the heavens. Fast forward a few centuries, and the Christmas tree has become a global phenomenon, evolving with every culture that adopts it. Isn't it funny how something as simple as a tree can carry the weight and centuries of history, myth, and culture? Next time you place that star on top, think about the countless generations before you who've done the same. Ah, Santa Claus, the jolly old man in the red suit. He's a Christmas icon, but his origins are far more complex than you might think. The Santa we know today is a blend of myths, legends, and historical figures spanning centuries and cultures. Let's start with St. Nicholas. Born in the 3rd century in what is now Turkey, Nicholas was a bishop known for his generosity, especially towards children and the poor. One of his most famous acts of kindness was secretly giving dowries to 3 poor sisters, saving them from a life of poverty. Does it sound familiar? It's no wonder he became the inspiration for Santa. Then there's Sinterklaas, the Dutch version of St. Nicholas, who rides a white horse and delivers gifts to children on December 5th. When Dutch settlers came to America, they brought this tradition with them, and over time, Sinterklaas evolved into Santa Claus. But what about the red suit and the reindeer? We can thank 19th century poets and marketers for that. Clement Clark Moore's poem, "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," gave us Santa's sleigh, reindeer, and chimney antics, while Coca-Cola ads in the 1930s cemented his image as the plump, rosy-cheeked man we know today. Santa Claus may seem modern, but he's a patchwork of ancient traditions and stories. Whether you call him St. Nicholas, Sinterklaas, or Santa, his story is ultimately about the spirit of giving and the magic of believing. Let's take a trip to Scandinavia, where one of Christmas' most enduring symbols is a goat. Yes, the Yule goat, or Julebak, is an ancient figure tied to Nordic traditions. Long before Christmas, the Yule goat represented the Norse god Thor, whose chariot was pulled by two magical goats. Over time, the Yule goat became a symbol of good luck and protection during the holiday season. Today, you'll often find straw Yule goat ornaments adorning Christmas trees or massive Yule goat statues standing in town squares. But in older traditions, the Yule goat wasn't just decorative. It was a trickster figure who would demand gifts before granting blessings. Now let's journey to the darker side of Christmas folklore, Krampus. In alpine regions, Krampus is the yin to St. Nicholas's yang. While St. Nick rewards good children, Krampus punishes the naughty ones. This horned demonic figure roams the street of Krampusnacht, scaring children into good behavior. Think of him as Santa's enforcer, or perhaps his shadow. From the Yule goat to Krampus, these figures remind us that Christmas isn't just about warmth and light. It's also about facing the darkness and finding balance in the season of giving and reckoning. In the snowy alpine regions of Europe, another legend emerges. Frau Perchta, a winter witch who oversees the 12 days of Christmas. Frau Perchta is a dual-natured figure, sometimes appearing as a beautiful maiden and other times as a terrifying crone. Her role? To reward the hardworking and punish the lazy. According to folklore, if you work diligently throughout the year and observe the Christmas traditions, Frau Perchta would leave a small silver coin in your shoe or home. But if you were lazy or disobedient, her punishments were much darker. Stories say she could slash open your belly and stuff it with straw. Merry Christmas, right? Despite her frightening reputation, Frau Perchta is also seen as a protector of the home and a guardian of tradition. Her legends remind us to honor the spirit of the season by working hard, being kind, and keeping the hearth. Literal or metaphorical, burning bright. Ah, mistletoe, the plant that turns any doorway into a kissing booth. But how did this unassuming greenery become such a powerful Christmas symbol? Its story begins long before Christmas, rooted in ancient Norse and Celtic traditions. In Norse mythology, mistletoe played a pivotal role in the death and resurrection of Balder, the god of light. According to the myth, Balder's mother, Frigg, made every plant and element promise not to harm her son, except mistletoe. Loki, the trickster god, crafted a weapon from mistletoe, leading to Balder's death. Heartbroken, Frigg's tears became the white berries of the mistletoe. When Balder was resurrected, mistletoe was declared a symbol of love and peace. In Celtic traditions, mistletoe was seen as a sacred plant with healing and protective powers. Druids used it in rituals and believed it could bring fertility and ward off evil spirits. So when you find yourself under the mistletoe this Christmas, remember, it's not just a plant, it's a symbol of love, peace, and ancient magic.
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error upon.
And now we turn to the music of Christmas. Nothing sets the mood for Christmas quite like Christmas carols.
A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, or hear the angel's voices. Oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born. Oh, night divine, oh, night divine.
But their story might surprise you. Take Silent Night, for instance. Legend has it that in 1818, a broken church organ in Austria inspired Father Joseph Mohr to write the lyrics, and he enlisted Franz Xavier Gruber to compose the melody on guitar. The carol debuted at Midnight Mass and has since become one of the most beloved songs of all time. Then there's the good King Wenceslas. Did you know Wenceslas was an actual person? A 10th century Duke of Bohemia, he was known for his kindness and generosity, particularly to the poor. The carol celebrates his legacy, reminding us of the importance of compassion during the holiday season. Did you know that many early carols weren't about Christmas at all? They were pagan songs celebrating the solstice and the return of light. When Christianity spread, these songs were adapted, and by the Middle Ages, caroling became a popular tradition. Groups would go door to door singing in exchange for food or drink. Sound familiar? The modern tradition of caroling grew from this, and the songs evolved, blending sacred themes with festive cheer. Whether sung by candlelight or blaring over mall speakers, Christmas carols connect us to the spirit of the season and the rich history behind it. They remind us to pause, reflect, and find joy in shared traditions. Next time you sing a carol, remember, you're part of a tradition as old as the season itself.
Christmas. It's a time of joy, celebration, and ghosts? This week on the Yule Chronicles, we step into the chilling tradition of ghost stories of Christmas past. From the haunted halls of Victorian England to real-life Yuletide hauntings, we'll uncover why this season of cheer has always had a dark, spectral side. Did Dickens' A Christmas Carol simply popularize an old tradition, or does the winter solstice truly thin the veil between our world and the next? Gather around the fire, land pirates, as we explore eerie tales, haunted holidays, and the restless spirits of Christmas. Tune into Land Pirate Radio, where the only thing cozier than the fire is the chill running down your spine. Don't miss it. Episode 4, Ghost Stories of Christmas Past. Streaming this Monday night only on Land Pirate Radio.
Even the nativity has its share of myths and legends. Did you know that in some traditions, animals gained the power of speech on Christmas Eve? Or that the donkey Mary rode was said to bear a cross-shaped mark on its back, a gift from the Christ child? These stories may not be in the Bible, but they reflect the deep reverence and wonder surrounding the nativity. Above the manger shone a light, the Star of Bethlehem, leading the wise men to the Christ child. But what was this star really? Was it a miracle, a rare cosmic event, or something else entirely? Over the centuries, astronomers, theologians, and historians have all tried to explain the Christmas star. Some suggest it was a comet, like Halley's Comet, making its journey across the night sky. Others think it might have been a planetary conjunction when Jupiter and Saturn aligned so closely that they appeared as one bright star. This event actually occurred in 7 BCE, around the time many scholars believe Jesus was born. But maybe the star wasn't a natural phenomenon at all. Many people believe it was a divine event, a miracle placed in the heavens to announce the birth of the Savior. After all, the star didn't just shine, it guided. It led the Magi to exactly where they needed to go, fulfilling ancient prophecies. Regardless of its origin, the Star of Bethlehem remains a symbol of hope and wonder. It reminds us to look to the skies and to the future with awe, curiosity, and faith. Whether it was a comet, a planetary alignment, or something beyond our understanding, the star continues to shine brightly in our imaginations.
Check out Adam Drive Selling on Discord to chat about these episodes, connect with like-minded wanderers, and even pitch ideas for the show.
Raise a toast to the wanderers, the seekers, the dreamers, to the misfits and outcast, and late-night schemers. May your days be merry, and your nights aglow, with a land pirate Christmas, wherever you go.
As we unwrap the layers of Christmas myths and legends, we begin to see the richness of the holiday. Every tradition, every story, every symbol has its roots in something deeper, something ancient and enduring. The Christmas tree reminds us of life and renewal. St. Nicholas teaches us about kindness and generosity. The Yule goat, the nativity animals, and even the Christmas star all connect us to a larger story. A story that transcends time, culture, and religion. Christmas isn't just a season of giving or a time for celebration. It's a reminder of the magic that surrounds us, the traditions we inherit, and the myths that inspire us to believe in something greater. In every carol, every light, and every star, there's a story waiting to be told. And we are part of that story. But what happens when the magic of Christmas takes a darker turn? What about the spirits that linger during the holiday season? Yes, ghosts. In our next episode, Ghost Stories of Christmas Past, we'll explore the haunted history of Christmas. From Dickens' A Christmas Carol to real-life Yuletide hauntings, we'll uncover the chilling tales that remind us Christmas isn't just a season of light. It's a time when the veil between worlds feels thin. So grab your blanket, light a candle, and join me for a ghostly journey through Christmas past. Until then, keep the fire burning bright. This has been the Yule Chronicles. Good night and happy holidays.
Show me
Welcome, fellow land pirates, to this bonus episode of the Yule Chronicles, where tradition meets rebellion and holiday cheer collides with explosions. Tonight, we tackle one of the most debated topics of the modern Christmas season. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? And more importantly, why is it the best Christmas movie of all time? Let's grab our walkie-talkies, climb into an air duct, and get to the bottom of this festive debate. First, let's set the scene. It's Christmas Eve in sunny Los Angeles, and what better way to celebrate the season than with an office Christmas party? The Nakatomi Corporation throws a bash that has it all. Tinsel, champagne, a drunken co-worker making inappropriate toasts, and Hans Gruber, a man whose twisted sense of holiday cheer involves commandeering the building, stealing millions, and threatening lives. You might be asking yourself, does a hostage situation scream Christmas spirit? Absolutely, because at its heart, Christmas is about chaos. Family gatherings, chaotic. Last-minute shopping, chaotic. Die Hard, maximum chaos. It's the perfect metaphor for the season we all know and love. Let's talk about what makes a Christmas movie Christmassy. Sure, we've got carols, Santa hats, and snow if you squint at that California weather hard enough. But what about the themes? Die Hard is the story about love. John McClane travels across the country to reconcile with his estranged wife. It's about sacrifice. John endures broken glass, gunfights, and literal hell to save the hostages and his marriage. And it's about survival, reminding us that the holidays, much like Hans Gruber's heist, can push us to the edge, but ultimately bring out our best selves. If that doesn't scream Christmas spirit, I don't know what does. Now, let's not forget our holiday villain, Hans Gruber, played to perfection by Alan Rickman. Hans embodies the anti-Christmas spirit, greed, ruthlessness, and a disdain for holiday joy. Yet, in his own way, he makes Die Hard the gift that keeps on giving. Gruber doesn't just storm the Christmas party, he hijacks it, literally. He makes the season's central question, what's important to you, a life or death matter. By the time John throws Hans out the window to the soundtrack of Ode to Joy, we are reminded that justice, much like Christmas, always wins in the end. Why does Die Hard reign supreme in the holiday pantheon? For starters, it's a movie that unites us all. Love action movies? It's got you covered. Prefer heartfelt holiday tales? It's about family. Hate the holidays? Well, who doesn't want to see a corporate Christmas party go up in flames? But beyond that, Die Hard is timeless. It takes the stress, the struggles, and the chaos of the season and wraps it up in an action-packed bow. John McClane isn't just a hero. He's every one of us trying to make it through Christmas alive. The stakes may be higher for him, but we feel his pain when he mutters that iconic line. Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho. So is Die Hard a Christmas movie? The answer is a resounding yes. And is it the best Christmas movie? Absolutely. It's got the spirit, the themes, the action, and let's face it, the best Christmas party crashers in cinematic history. This holiday season, do yourself a favor. Skip the predictable Hallmark flicks and settle in for a rewatch of Die Hard. Because nothing says Merry Christmas like John McClane saving the day with a bloody tank top and a killer one-liner. Until next time, stay curious, stay rebellious, and remember, yippee-ki-yay, land pirates. See you out there on the road, or in the air ducts. Good night.